So who is Indiyah?
You know, one question at a time. First you want to ask me what is so hard about adult life. Now you want to ask me who I am. I don't know who I am. Do you know why I feel like I could do acting? Or maybe I'm wrong. Because I would act like myself.
Like, you know when you're beefing someone, then they decide on your birthday to wish you happy birthday.
Hi, it's been a long time.
Keep it, man.
Do. It's yeah.
Let's see what improv scene we can
I should probably just get to therapy there, shouldn't I?
do. So maybe we should put this improv scene aside. Because I was going to say it sounds Polish.
Yeah, it literally means Polish person. It's like saying the N-word to a Polish person.
No.
Yeah, but I'm not Polish, obviously. I'm clearly not Polish, so...
Guys, I ran the marathon. Okay, I didn't run.
Wait. You didn't run.
But indeed. I'm going to go with Shakira.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
S-H-A-A.
K-L-R-A.
Chakra.
Chakra. Do you know how you can solve that?
How?
Learn how to drive. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Faking Adulthood, where we talk about love, life, things, and absolutely nothing because we don't know what we're doing. We absolutely do not have a clue. Today, my co-host is Indiyah Polack. Woo! Energy.
This feels like a dream come true.
Oh!
I can't believe I'm sitting here in this chair.
man.
You know, got the bag. Like, this just...
Like,
this feels too good.
this should honestly feel like an indication that
Yeah.
you made it.
Yeah, I feel privileged, you know.
I made
I'm
it in life.
here.
Like nothing else before this.
Yeah, the last one, but, you know, I'm here now, so... What matters?
Hormones.
Nothing.
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 But you're here.
I'm here. I'm ready to
Hours
go.
later, you're here.
Okay. Okay.
I gave Indiyah a time,
Here we go.
right? It was the wrong time, mind you. And she messages me like, I'm ready. And I'm thinking, wow, she's actually going to be early. She's going to be on time. Hours go by. Okay, not hours.
Yeah,
Not hours.
like an hour.
An hour goes by. And the worst thing is that I couldn't complain because I literally was like, this is my karma.
Forgive me, the wrong time.
But you know what? No, it's my karma because I'm always late.
Oh, but you
Right.
guys were put it on me.
No. But I'm always late, but you're always worse than me, which is why I gave you the wrong time. But I always tell people, out of like to show me that you love me,
Yeah.
give me the wrong time.
Yes.
Right? But they're like, no, but you're an adult. You should be responsible. And I'm like, I get that I'm an adult, but this is my weakness.
Exactly.
So just give me the wrong time. Because so I knew you were going to be late.
Yeah.
And I gave you the wrong time.
And that's love.
And
that's
that's
care.
love. That's care.
Honestly.
That's love. To know you is to love you. Do you know what I mean?
Because I don't think you even know how hard I tried this morning.
Oh.
I woke up on time, I showered, did my hair, got dressed, put my outfit on, and then it's just there's a lot of contributing factors, you know?
Yeah. What's the contributing factors?
What
Where did
do
it
you
go?
know?
Where did it go wrong?
Do you know what? That's the thing. I don't even think anything went too wrong.
You were an hour late. Something went wrong.
I don't even think anything went too wrong. Like, I did my hair to the best I could. Makeup was good. Had an idea. Like, Dammy even helped me find my top. He even helped me find my top and my bra. So a lot of things worked out. I just think it was a distance, you know.
You maybe the mistake is that you didn't check the distance, how long it
That's what it was.
That's where you missed.
Like, I was ready on time, but then
it wasn't. Yeah,
it wasn't the time for the distance. Like,
Yeah.
the time I was ready
should have been about 15 minutes earlier.
Yeah, maybe even 30 minutes.
Minutes.
Have I?
Yeah.
Maybe even 30 minutes. Just
Yeah.
a lipstick. You're like, hack.
Yes.
It's got
No, I mean,
I mean, it'll be around the rim, but no longer in the team.
I've never done that before. It's still that. You literally have lipstick on.
Jesus Christ. Well, before you do it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So after you get the lipstick off your teeth,
Yeah.
you suck your finger, gets on your finger rim,
Yeah.
no longer on your teeth.
There we go. Look, we're getting hacks already.
Hacks.
Not even 5 minutes in. But you know what? Dammy knew you were going to be late because Dammy asked me. He was like, so what time did you tell her? And I didn't tell him the right time either because I thought...
Oh, so you know what conspiring.
So he literally was like, okay, yeah, it's good that you told her the wrong time. So
Yeah, I felt really, really proud. I even begged him to drop me.
And he said no.
And then, he said no. I was too tired from the gym, fair play. But when I got in the cab, I was thinking, shit. And I'm looking at the time saying 2:45. I was thinking, oh, God. And then you text me, you're like, I gave you the wrong time. And I was like,
that relief.
oh,
That feeling of relief was like, oh.
But then, you know what I thought? I was like, I could have curled my hair.
Yeah. So it's good that I didn't tell you the right thing.
It's
So
good.
you always think you have more time than you do.
You always do.
Do you know what I mean? But you know what? You're here, Indiyah. And I feel that matters. I was so worried I was going to say your last name wrong because I realized I've never called your last
Yeah,
name.
no one does because I feel like I don't really put it out there that much.
Yeah.
Indiyah Polack.
Oh, I think I said Polack.
Yeah, a lot of people say Polack or Pollock, like
But where did that name come from?
Well, I did my research, and it's actually derogatory language in Poland.
Because I was going to say it sounds Polish.
Yeah, it literally means Polish person. It's like saying the N-word to a Polish person.
No.
Yeah, but I'm not Polish, obviously. I'm clearly not Polish, so that's why I don't really like put it out there too much, because it's
Sorry, that is so...
Yeah.
No, that is so funny.
Yeah, literally. My dad's not Polish, she's fully Jamaican.
So this name, I guess, like slavery. And,
yeah, literally some sort of slave trickle down, and here we are.
Wow. That is so fascinating.
Yeah, what about snake?
You're like, yeah, you know, I've
never been to Poland. Maybe I should go and like do some research and find out who Polacks are.
No.
No, yeah, they probably wouldn't accept me.
No, I don't.
You know, I've done well for the name. You know?
And you know, if you did your
the ancestry.com,
you might have a bit of Polish in you.
I should check.
You never know, you know.
I might check, but I'm always scared to do those things.
Why?
Because I feel like they're gonna like, I don't know, keep my DNA for like the time they'll make me into a clone or something. So I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, because you are. Because you said something the other day, didn't you? You were talking about like when you buy stuff on Amazon and you were wondering if it would be fake or not.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was a fair point. It's just that I wasn't reading the group chat. But do you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I have had fake stuff before, but it was too late for you because you already ordered it.
Yeah, I already ordered it.
Yeah.
And do you know, I did look at the seller and it was like verified and it was a good seller. But you just never know.
No, I think I ordered, I think it was Ren Skincare, you know, the toner thing?
No.
And I'm so sure it was fake.
What made you think it was fake?
It didn't have the extra, there was like a smell and it seemed a bit watered down.
Oh, that's
And I was
tough.
like, and it was from the actual,
Really?
yeah. And I was like,
But you know, sometimes I guess they do send out like bad batches.
Yeah.
Have the old batch.
So I was like, this might be a little bit fake.
It's tough, man. It's
You're a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. We'll get into that later.
We will.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. Anyways, look, welcome to the show. You're here now. That's all that matters, okay? I like to start my show with a complaint of the day. Okay?
Oh, yes.
It gets me going. It keeps me alive, okay? It makes me feel joy.
Okay, fair play.
And I have so many complaints. And if you are a listener or watcher, you know me. I have so many complaints. But whilst I'm here, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, okay? And if you're watching, rate the show 5 stars. Thank you. Love you. Anyways, that's the complaint, right? I have a lot of complaints.
Okay.
But my complaint of the day today is about the London Marathon, okay?
Oh.
I was there, guys. I ran the marathon, okay? I didn't run.
Wait. You didn't run.
But India,
I saw you.
You didn't see me.
Sorry, 1 second. I saw you and, was it Naomi?
Okay.
You guys were getting jerk chicken. You held the banner, but
Okay.
Okay,
all right. No,
I'm glad you remember you getting jerk
I'm glad that you brought this up, yeah? Because the thing is, and this is one of my complaints, okay? Me and Naomi, right? We went to the marathon. And people think, oh, you're going to watch people run. It's like going to the cinema or watching a live theatre show. It's not like that, okay?
No?
This is a real activity, okay? You are bouncing from place to place and no one is rewarding you, okay?
But you're not running.
I might as well have been running, okay? I went to go and support my manager, Jess, who done an amazing job. Shout out to Jess, okay? And I had to move from Surrey Quays, yeah? All the way, I walked from Surrey Quays all the way to the Tower of London, yeah? Trying to find Jess, who was running like a maniac. Yeah, running. Like, where are you, man, going? Why are you guys running? There's so many questions, right? So now we're going from mile to mile. Okay, we're walking. I woke up this morning, underneath my feet is very sore. Okay, because of what I did, and no one congratulates me. No one said to me, "Wow, Rita, well done. You walked about 19,000 steps."
Yeah.
No one said anything. Yeah, so that's one of my complaints. Like, the recognition isn't there.
Yeah, you guys need to be seen too.
All the runners get their recognition, and it's like so emotional. They get to the finish line. Everyone's like, "Oh, wow,
Giving them snaps.
Oh, you ran the marathon." But what about the supporters?
What about the supporters?
We get absolutely nothing. Number 1 complaint. Number 2 complaint. Leave your kids at home.
Kids come to the marathon. Yeah, no. This isn't Kids' Day at Carnival.
We're trying to run at a pace to catch the person we're supporting, and we're getting delayed because there's prams. Why is your pram?
You can kind of use as a bit of support, you know.
No,
like,
but it takes up mad space.
See.
And I'm like, why leave the kids at home? Yeah, the kids aren't. If your kid cannot walk, right, cannot talk, they do not need to be at the marathon.
But kids can't really run the marathon after, because if you're complaining, a little child trying to keep up and go from
place to place, it's impossible. Keep the kids at home. Keep the dogs at home.
Oh, not the dog.
Why is a dog at the marathon?
He can get his walk in. Dogs love a good walk. Marathon as a dog.
Get your walk in somewhere else.
Oh my God, that's like going to Disneyland.
Yeah,
or something.
not on my time. Yeah, not on my time. And finally, what I didn't enjoy is the fact that I believe that the supporters, I think someone should have been there
Fair play.
to be giving us free water.
Oh, so you should be getting snacks as well.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Okay.
So I think my biggest disappointment was the fact that as I'm walking and I'm out of breath, we're walking, we're trying to make things happen, right? And my throat was parched because no one was giving me water. Yeah, no one was giving me anything. Okay, that is unacceptable. Okay, I don't know if anyone from London Marathon will ever watch this or ever hear it, but it's unacceptable, and we need to make a change.
Yeah, maybe we should forward this to the mayor.
Yeah, and also
do something about it.
And under my rulership, the way people have to just join the army, which I don't believe in.
Right.
I think that there should be an automatic sign-in up of 16 to 17-year-olds to volunteer for the London Marathon.
Do you think there should be volunteer or should they be recruited, like drafted? Like if you don't get, your studies, you
should be drafted. So instead of like having to go to summer school, I don't know what they do now as punishments to these kids, but if you get below a certain grade or something, or you're misbehaving or whatever, let them volunteer at the marathon, and they have to do it. They don't do it, their parents go to jail.
I think that's pretty sound, to be fair.
Because there weren't enough volunteers at this London marathon.
They look like there was a heck of a lot of people.
No. There's a lot of people, not enough volunteers, didn't know where we were going. All the train stations were packed.
Yeah.
Overall, guys, it was a fantastic day. Okay, I know I'm complaining. I had a blast.
Okay, it looked good.
It was lots of fun.
It looked rewarding.
It was rewarding. I didn't feel the reward that I should have.
Fair.
But now that I've seen the miles that they do for this marathon, I will never run a marathon.
What are the miles? And also, like, where are they going? Like, what is the route? Like, what is it?
The route is insane. So the route starts in Greenwich, right? And they run from Greenwich. They go past Surrey Quays, and then they somehow go towards Canary Wharf, right? And turn back around and go to London Bridge, Tower Hill, that Tower Bridge, then towards Embankment. And then I think they finish at Buckingham Palace.
So they do run the whole of like main London.
Yeah.
Do you think I could do it?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to. Like I'd maybe do like a 2 mile.
I don't know. Do you run?
No, I do treadmill.
I do
treadmill Stairmaster, but that all like natural terrain on the outside. No. I went running with Dami one time because Dami likes to run outside.
My Dami runs.
Dami likes to run, yeah. But it's just sort of like I started running with him. And I got short legs, he's a tall guy. My heart, I thought I was going to vomit.
Yeah.
Like, you can taste like blood in your throat. I was like, this hurts. Like, this is hurting me. I don't
don't want to do this anymore.
I can't do this anymore. I can't control my speed. There's bumps. It's just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
On the treadmill, it's controlled.
Yeah.
I change my speed. If I want to be really crazy and go up to like, I don't know, 5 speed, 3 incline, and really short myself out, I can do that.
Well, 5 speed is killing me, because I do like 8.5.
Okay.
On a light day. Do you get it?
Right.
But 5 is like it's a walk.
It's a walk.
No, but
I can do like what I'll do sometimes if I want like the whole incline stuff.
Yeah.
I'll do like a 12 speed, but on like a 3.
Okay.
So like I'm fast, but
okay.
Sweating.
You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. What was something we did recently, and then all of us were like, yeah, it's good Indy didn't come. She would have hated it.
Brazil, Christ the Redeemer.
Oh my gosh.
You don't get the wrong girl.
Would have hated it. You would have absolutely hated that. Like, honestly, we were like, yeah, well, glad Indy didn't come. She would have hated it.
God.
You would have been crying. Like, it was awful.
The gag is, me, Dami, and Uche tried to do it.
Yeah.
So when we came back that night, we went at like, I don't know, it was like 4 a.m. But I'm already dressed, ready to go. We're like, fuck it, let's just go.
Yeah.
Went home, put on our running gear, got there, right?
Yeah.
It was 4 a.m. So obviously, like, the main Central Park is closed.
Of course.
So Uche's like, no, let's just do it. Like, I found another route. We're like, fine. Right, let's do it. Uche likes to walk. She likes to walk.
Where is she walking to?
Where she's walking to, like, she's walking all about. She's like, I found another route, let's go. We're walking now. We're going past all these, like, upper echelon houses. I'm hearing dogs, security guards.
Mind you, guys, it's dark.
It's dark,
guys.
We're walking for about 45 minutes now. I'm sweating. It's hot. We get to this little bit here, and it's like, if you go any further, it's like the entrance of a forest. Pitch black, no lights, nothing. I called the Uber.
Yeah.
I said, you man are on your own. Like, even before we got there, 10 minutes before, I secretly
you were like, I'm getting out of
I
here.
called the Uber.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking with them, like, because the Uber's...
You know you're on your way.
We are going.
Yeah.
We went to the forest. I said, Dami and Uche, they walked closer up to it.
Yeah.
And they're like, guys, let's turn back. Rita, it was
we
pitch
doing?
black. I said, what are we doing?
What
Like,
we doing?
why are we doing this?
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
Yeah,
Like, we want to see Jesus. We can go to church. Like, he's with us.
He's with us all the time. Jesus is not at that Redeemer place. He's not there.
Place.
I can tell you, I got there and he weren't there.
5 a.m. We get back home. I'm back off my clothes. I get to bed. I check my phone at 8 a.m. You lot are up the hill.
Yeah.
You've gone again.
Yeah, it's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. And I knew you'd hate it. So yeah.
I was looking at you guys laughing. Do you know what? Because when you said that there was like a forecast and it was cloudy, so you could barely even see Jesus.
Could barely even see it.
I said,
waste of my time. But to be fair, I complained the whole way.
Yeah,
it was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I've gone on a but that was my complaint today.
Yes.
What was your complaint today?
You know what? I don't really know. But this was what happened to me today.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you get in an Uber, it's a small one, and they ask you the direction. I booked you for a reason.
Yeah.
I can't drive.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know the best route? No, I don't. That's why
you need to know the best route.
you need to know the best route. What's going on here?
Yeah.
So I think that's something that really grinds my gears. Going to happen without fail nearly all the time.
Yeah, that's a solid complaint. Do you know how you can solve that?
How?
Learn how to drive.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I just,
It's coming,
something
It's coming. I've booked the lessons.
That's what we need to do.
I got my provisional.
Yeah.
Yeah. I booked the lessons.
Okay. Let's change that green to pink.
Okay.
Yeah,
The pink still gets me places.
Yeah. Let's change it. Let's change the green to pink. Being official driver. But no, it's actually a very solid complaint.
It is.
Because actually, I don't feel safe in this car.
Now I don't feel safe. You don't know where
we're going.
You don't know where we're going.
I don't know where we're going. So it's like you need to make me feel confident.
I need to know that you're an efficient driver.
Right.
That you're going to take the fastest route.
Yes.
Each time.
And get me to my location.
Get me to my location.
And you did
on time immediately.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah. No, it's a solid complaint. Okay, I'm going to set that. Very, very good complaint. Another thing I like to do is...
You like to teach people English.
Yes.
Got proposed to.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Indy is on one. See, everyone be looking at Indy like she's mad peaceful. But she's coming at me and it's
I
like...
wasn't being funny or anything.
But that reaction, I do teach people English, yeah? And I'll have you know...
Okay. Oh, I'll have you know.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll have you know, in my past videos, right? The people listening and people watching, they leave comments.
Okay.
And they say things on my days. Rita, I've been learning so much from this segment. And now that I've just said this, I actually had a word of the day, but I remember that someone DM'd me. They DM'd me a word of the day, okay? And I told you guys, you can be DMing me, okay? We're learning English together because obviously English isn't my first language, which I'm not sure if
What is your first language?
No, my first language is tree.
Like Ghana?
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Rita, you're not Ghanaian.
Yes, but I grew up in Ghana.
So how did that... How'd you do that then?
I love telling the story. So basically what happened is that my mom met my dad.
Okay. I love your parents, by the way. I think they have like the best love story.
Thank you. Yes, my mom met my dad. And then my dad wanted to join the army in Ghana.
Got you.
So he lived in Ghana for about 3 to 4 years. And that's the time that I was now in Ghana. And, I had to help my parents. I used to work in a marketplace. And so obviously English wasn't my first language. It was Tree. And then I moved to London. And now I had to learn English. So you can imagine me being in reception and stuff, a lot of bullying.
So your mum was already in Ghana? Or did she move to Ghana with your dad?
Yeah, my mom moved to Ghana with my dad.
So we could join the army and then she...
Right. Yeah, and then that's when I moved to London.
Oh, I'd never.
And then I spent, obviously, after that, 5 years in Jamaica.
Now you're pulling my leg.
So at the end of the day, so when people talk about my English, it makes me upset because I'm just like, you don't know my story.
Okay.
And also when English isn't your first language, I should be complimented for what I give.
Exactly, you're bilingual. That's also a talent. I wish I could speak more than one language.
Yeah.
I can't even do the patois accents. Very terrible. Very terrible.
You know what you mean?
Let me see if that was
Yeah.
Wagwan. Yeah, wagwan.
Me don't know what you talk about.
Very good.
Me don't know.
All right, well, she wouldn't.
Me hungry.
You sound, I won't say what we sound like, but it's not Jamaican. It's not one of us.
What is actually endearing about you is how much you believed my story.
You know what? The Ghana, that was quite believable. And then you popped in Jamaica and said, oh, no, you're second place. No, second place. But then I also thought, from the kind of woman you are, I can not imagine your mum moving to Ghana so her man could join the army. I don't think she'd allow that one, you know?
And you haven't even met my mum.
Do you know what I mean?
You know that?
But the thought I could just tell.
Yeah, my
mum,
mum, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But someone sent me a DM.
Okay.
So she said, I think I've actually had this DM before, but I'm just going to shout you out and I'm going to still use my word, okay? But because I appreciate you. So her name is called, actually, this is not a real name. It's spelled Shakla. I'm going to go with Shakira.
Shakla.
Yeah.
Shakla.
Klara.
Chakra.
Chakra.
That's a, yeah.
Chakra.
Chakra.
Okay. Chakra. She sent me this DM and she said, if I had my druthers mean free will. I taught them that word.
Okay, teach me, because I had never heard of druthers before.
Druthers is like another term for free will. So it's like if I had my own way.
Okay.
If I had my druthers. So she said, if I had my druthers, your word of the day next week would be flibber to begin.
Flipper what?
Flibber to gibbet. Flibber to gibbet. Flibber to gibbet. Okay, let's find out what
does
this
that
means.
mean? Flibber to gibbet.
Flibbet to give. Flibber. Okay, we're gonna get this. This is actually quite a good word.
Flibber to gibbet.
Flibber to give. Flibber. She said, I'm gonna love the meaning.
Oh.
Okay, it is a real word. Okay, that is my word of the day.
What does it mean?
Flibber. You
gotta pronounce it first.
Flibber to gibbet.
Flibber to gibbet.
Yeah, flibber to gibbet. Okay, and this is how we say it.
Flibbity gibbet. Flibbity gibbet.
We got
Flibber to gibbet.
Flibberty gibbet.
Flibber to gibbet. What does it mean? It means a frivolous, flighty, or excessively talkative person. Are you shaded?
Like fleety.
Yeah, like what you
Say it
say?
again. Say it again.
A frivolous, flighty, or excessively talkative person.
I mean, you do own a podcast, so you clearly do talk excessively.
It feels like I'm being...
It does feel a bit...
It was a little bit shady.
A little bit shady.
I thought this was coming with love, but it sounds like, you know. So if I was to use this in a sentence, it will be forced to endure a long flight with a flibber to gibbet as a seat companion. So someone who's very talkative, has a lot to say.
I don't know, that's shady.
I don't know, man. That's a little bit shady.
Because you know what shade was? Forced. Forced to sit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You mean I'm forcing you.
What do you mean I'm
And then
forcing
you want to
you?
describe me.
Yeah, what do you mean? I'm talkative. I've
You
got
should
things
go.
to say.
You
should
should
like
be like, oh, I had the pleasure of sitting next to a flibberty gibbet.
Oh, that's how you can use it then.
Oh.
You can use it like that as
I
well.
had the pleasure of speaking to...
You go to private school.
No, but I went to school in Wimbledon.
Yeah, you've got a very posh...
So here, there.
Yeah. That's why when I was talking about English, you thought you knew English better than me.
Whoa.
Sorry.
No.
So what? Because I grew up in Woolwich, you think I better because what? Wimbledon, because the place of tennis. Can you even play tennis?
No, actually, but I trained to be a ball girl and I didn't get it.
Well, how do you train to be a ball
So
girl?
basically, the school that I went to school for Brickhouse Lodge. In year 9 or like 10, everyone gets the opportunity to train to be a ball girl.
Oh, so you just have to be the ones to pick up the ball?
It's so hard. Like, you have to do like a bleep test. You have to throw the ball and see if you can run and catch it in like time frame. Like, it's actually real stuff.
Wow.
Like, when you pick up the ball, you have to put it behind your hand, and like, you have to be like,
Wow. I didn't know that about you. That's actually quite interesting.
some girl called Brittany got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was blonde and she got everything. But yeah,
Fair enough. Yeah. That was like your what's that thing when they say your villain?
my villain era.
Yeah, that's it. No, but you know that what's that thing that they say when something happens to someone and they're like, that's the thing that
starts
from villain.
Yeah.
Oh, ball girl, that's so funny. Your life could have been completely different.
I wonder where I'd be now if I actually was a ball girl.
Where would you be? Like, when do they play tennis when it's not Wimbledon? Like,
It's only ever in Wimbledon Centre Court.
well, I know someone, Miles. Shout out to Miles. He is going to Australia to go and play tennis.
Why Miles? Curly hair Miles.
No, mixed race Miles. I don't know if you know him actually.
Twin
Like, he's
Miles?
really young.
No, I don't know.
He's part of management.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it's
Adorable. Yeah, we see his face. But yeah, he's going to play tennis for
cool.
like a month in Australia. He's like a tennis player.
That's really cool. Tennis is really good.
Wow, cool girl. Yeah, you got a posh voice. You don't talk like me.
Yeah, I've had that. People have said that.
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah. You know, used to hate what they would say though. Like when when people talk a certain type of way, and they'll be like, "Oh, you don't talk like a black person."
Oh, story of my life.
Yeah.
But then even that, that's like, oh, okay, I get like posh is something.
Yeah.
But like not sounding black or whatever. It's like I'm actually just speaking the language in the country that I was raised in.
And what does sound black? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that actually mean?
I think like growing up, a lot of people, because of the way I sound, they've always thought other things. So like, when I start talking about other things, they're like, oh, you know that? I'm like, so because I speak this way, you think I don't like black men? You know, they're confused. Like the makeup and then the accent don't really match.
Yeah, don't match up. But you got the nose. You got the nose.
Yeah.
You used to have other piercings as well, didn't you?
I wanted the.
Oh yeah.
But I had my tongue.
Yes, you have a
And
tongue.
I had my tongue web.
Yeah. What's a tongue web?
Under. Yeah.
Why would you want a tongue web?
I know.
What were you going for? What kind of teenager were you?
I was a bit free, you know, a bit rockish.
That's what I was gonna.
Yeah, I had loads of coloured hair. I had my nose pierced as well, but it fell out.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. I'm glad I stopped when I did.
You're like, glad there was a.
I'm glad there was a stop.
A pause. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that means this next bit you should know this easily then.
Yeah, depending on what it is.
No. So obviously I've got an Oyinbo. Oh, guys, this playlist has been under attack for the last couple of weeks.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, if you're, like I keep saying, if you're a listener and a watcher, you would know that Julie was on the podcast a couple of weeks ago.
She was.
Obviously, she's very well versed in music. You know, she's worked in the industry. The brothers are in music. I get it, fine. But you're not the king or queen of music.
No.
You didn't invent music.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying? You're not better than me. Because,
Okay,
you worked for Apple.
Are you producing?
Are you the first to work for Apple? You're not. Okay. Anyways, she attacked my playlist. And not only she attacked it, she made her own playlist to dismiss my playlist.
Okay, fine.
And I just want to address some people. Yeah, some of you, I went to the video that she posted where she said that she created another playlist, and I saw you guys in the comments and it was hurtful. Someone left a comment. So my playlist is called Oyinbo Music That Makes You Feel Alive. Okay, if you're listening for the first time, Oyinbo means white people music that makes you feel alive. Nice. Someone left a comment under Julie's video with her playlist that is called This Is Not Rita's Rubbish Playlist. One of my listeners, they left a comment and they said, oh my God, I hate that I love this playlist because I actually feel alive.
You got a stake.
That was very hurtful.
That's really bad.
To say you actually feel alive.
Like someone else's playlist. Trying.
Yeah, you literally said that my playlist has not allowed you to feel alive, but this playlist has made you feel alive. So now you're gonna go to that playlist.
That's tough.
It's tough. It was a heartbreaking time for me, but I've healed. But so I like to allow my co-host to add a song.
Okay.
If I like it, it gets added. If you don't like it, you make your own playlist. Okay. Which obviously don't do that. We've got enough of that going on. Yeah. So what is your Oyinbo song that makes you feel alive?
You know what? I had it, and I literally told you before this pod, and now I know the name of it. But I can't remember how it goes.
When did you tell me this?
I remember out there, I was like, I remember my song, my white people song. I got my white people song.
Okay, yeah.
It's by Calvin Harris.
Okay.
And I believe it's called Feels Like Summer. No, that's Summer.
You know what?
And then it goes crazy.
Yeah. This kind of, it goes down in the white.
Yeah, it goes down.
Yeah. Okay. So that was Calvin Harris.
Not Alone.
Not Alone. You know what? Oh, yeah, that's a good song, guys. I'm gonna add it.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And that's when it's like you can do your dance. It's like
the rain.
Yeah, and the festival, and it's just like
Yeah,
it's a vibe.
There was one more, but I won't overdo it.
Okay, what's the name?
It's also by Calvin Harris.
Okay, which one?
I put Victor on it the other day.
Okay,
I don't hear it in the car. It was called Flashback,
and I was like,
it's more talky, but it's the beat insane.
Yeah, we don't like talking because we want to feel alive.
Yeah, but it's more like
do.
It's yeah.
Okay, we'll go with the first one just in case.
We'll go with
Is that the second one might get you out of the?
I feel like the second one you got to really like Calvin Harris.
Okay, fair.
Banging.
Okay.
But you got to like be open to feeling a bit more. Just a bit.
Okay. Well, it's a good song. You've added to the playlist.
I have.
Not many people make it, okay? But you
Really?
make it. No, they do. But there's some people who bring really terrible songs. And I'm like, look, I can't add this. I've got people who rely on me.
Exactly. You have got listeners.
I've got listeners.
You've got people who want to feel alive.
They want to feel alive. So the songs, it has to be bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Has there been anything recently that's happened that's made you feel like we're in dark times now?
Oh, gosh. A lot of things. I feel like we live in crazy time right now.
Yeah.
Like, how do we live? And there's internet. Like, why is internet the main source of everything? Like, internet is income.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's insane. How did we get here?
We just don't even live anymore. Like, even me waking up, I'm telling everyone on the internet we're in bed.
But, okay.
Why am I doing that?
So that's a good question. Why are you doing that? Because, actually, I like that you brought that up. Because why are you posting that? You should post when you leave.
I post when I leave, but I always say, oh, guess what I'm up to today, guys? Why am I doing that?
Yeah, you got.
I mean, I enjoy it, obviously, but
you know, our Black Mirror episode, you know.
We're living in a black.
Is that what living in a ball? Do you ever sometimes feel like, what if this world isn't what it is, and essentially we're just in these little
hubs?
Yeah, there's little balls, and someone's watching us in the ball.
I do. You know what? It could be a thing.
What's that thing? The snow,
like a sphere, kind of. Yeah. I mean, it could be a thing, but I always think a bit morbid now, but it's we do not know what it's like when we die. Yeah. And I feel so alive right now. Surely I want to feel something when I'm dead.
Oh, I see what
do you know what I mean? I can't have all this feeling and knowing and then it just goes and then I'm not even aware of it going, and then even if it does go, I still have to know it's gone. Surely.
Do
you know what I mean? Even when I'm sitting
when you go, do you know that you've gone?
I want to know.
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah. If I'm gone, I at least want to be sat in the darkness and be like, right, you're in darkness now. This is the end of it. I'll be like, okay, fair.
Yeah, I don't want to be aware. Do you know how mad that would be?
But then if you're not aware, then you're just nothing.
I think I would prefer to be nothing.
You have to be something. What if we're dead right now? God forbid.
God forbid.
Do you know?
There's a show on Amazon Prime. I can't remember what it's called, but basically they have an afterlife, and basically your family and stuff can come can see you, and it's the afterlife is a hotel.
Oh, what's this called? It sounds right.
Yeah. I think it's called. What is it called? That's gonna bug me.
This sounds right. I'm sure I'll start tonight.
After something, I can't remember what it's called. I need to find it. It's on Amazon Prime. I'll message. Is it Afterlife? I don't think it's Afterlife, but it's about the afterlife, and essentially it's they check into a hotel essentially.
That sounds really good.
And no, it's not Afterlife. Afterlife is that terrible show with Ricky Gervais.
Oh,
I can't remember. When I find it, it's image. I can't remember. It's gonna annoy me. But basically, it's this afterlife, and you can pay and decide whether it's kind of like that Black Mirror episode.
Kind of, yeah.
But yeah, you can decide whether you want to have access, your family can have access to you, and they can come and visit you and stuff, and you're still. So it's you're gone in the physical, but then you're fully aware that you're gone. You get to watch your funeral.
I am watching that.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
I mean, I'd watch it, but then it's everyone's just going to be crying and shit.
Yeah.
But I want to know who's chatting shit about me.
Who's chatting shit? And
when I'm
gone,
oh
yeah.
my God.
And also, I don't want anyone just trying to roll up.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're not cool like that.
Oh, yeah, I used to know you don't. No, you didn't. There's going to be a guest list for my funeral.
Yeah, there has to be a guest list. Do you know what's insane? I saw this video of this wedding, and this woman, basically her stepsister, who they hadn't been talking for 5 years, decided on that day to come to the wedding.
Oh, the wedding.
So that they can it's their beef.
I saw that. Was it if she was a black woman in it on TikTok?
Yeah.
I saw, and then she just started crying. Are you why are you happy that she's
do not come and squash
on my wedding day.
On my wedding day. And it made me think, do you ever feel away? When you're beefing someone, then they decide on your birthday to wish you happy birthday.
Hi, it's been a long time.
Keep messages. Yeah. And I'm guilty of that though. I actually have done that before. I used to do it before until one day I deeped it and I thought, I might be ruining their day. We don't talk. Do you know what I mean? So why would I pick the day that they're celebrating, and then I'm now oh yeah, I just thought this would be a good time for me to wish happy birthday.
That's what exes do.
That's quite selfish.
Yeah,
but at the time, I'm not doing it in a selfish way. I'm just trying to whenever me and my friends have an argument or whatever, even if we stop talking, I always feel if you don't wish happy birthday, you are making it perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Happy birthday is kind of an opener.
It's a look.
Everyone's
we're not good. Yeah, we're going through stuff right now, but we're still good.
I still have a bit of care for you. And
Yeah.
I want you to have a happy birthday.
Exactly. But then it can be quite selfish if you do it on an actual...
I think it also depends on how you guys sort of like stop being friends or something. Because if it was something so bad that you needed to actually like speak about on a level, and then you just wish you my birthday, it's just sort of like you don't care enough about the situation.
Then why are you trying to talk to me about my birthday?
Like now you're also trying to make it seem like the situation wasn't that deep. It's just maybe like, oh, happy birthday. But I wanted to have a conversation with you about it.
Yes. Oh my God. I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
Like, we've got something to talk about. And then you're like, it's not that deep. We don't have to talk about it anymore. It's fine. I'm over it. No. You're over it.
I'm not. I have a lot to
over
say.
it.
Actually,
I've got a lot on my spirit, yeah? And I want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it.
And let me talk.
Yeah.
Let me talk about it. Do you know a dark thing that I saw recently that made me realize that times are very dark?
Oh, okay.
I saw
that was the question.
Yeah, that was the question. I saw a ticket inspector. Oh, that was Gen Z.
So what age is that then?
Like, you're
What, Gen Z?
younger. Yeah, younger than you.
So what, like 21?
So 21, 22.
Nah, sorry.
Ticket inspector.
I said no shade to ticket inspectors, but ticket inspector 21. Find someone.
I said I could. No, I was literally in the hairdresser. And then this young guy, young as hell, comes inside. He's all like, oh, I'm about to give a ticket to this car. We're like, no, that's my car, that's my car. And I looked at him, and this man had a baby face.
Yeah, no
and
shade.
I said, oh my God, we are in dark times.
Dark times.
If a 21-year-old is giving tickets, and because I saw that he was young, I said, my brother, allow me.
Like,
I said, allow me. He goes, yeah, but I've got to give one ticket a day. I said, my brother, please. I said, I'm begging you, please.
I just feel like choosing to be an op at such young age.
21. Ticket inspectors are meant to be uncles.
You're meant to be an uncle.
You're meant to be an uncle.
You're meant to have like things that you're upset about and that you want to take out on someone. So I'm going to slap a ticket on your car. Young, fresh 21.
This guy was so young. He was so fresh. He didn't give me a ticket. He was like, all right,
okay.
Cool. He was like, you come on like a South London guy. He's like, all right, cool, man. I'm going to tell you, yeah. I got to give one ticket a day. I said, it cannot be my car.
Not mine.
It can't be mine. Then he left. He came back. He said, you're still here. I said, my brother, please.
He even gave me a shot. I said, my brother, please. How many brothers? He even gave me a shot.
I said, my brother, please. Like, I couldn't believe it. I said,
yeah, that's wild.
That is so wild. Like,
I wonder what the minimum age is. Do you think it's 18 and over then to be a ticket?
It must be 18 and over. But
I'm gonna go and Google it. Like, what is the process like? What is the job application like?
Yeah, and what
do you
the
need to know how
money
to
is?
drive? What's the money?
Do you need to know how to drive?
It's got to be good wages.
I don't think you need to know how to drive to be a ticket inspector.
Yeah, probably not. Because what do you need to know how to drive?
Yeah, what do you need to know how to drive for? You're not going to move the car.
To be fair, it's probably quite satisfying though. Like deep in, right? Wake up to I don't mean to be like a bit knob, but I wake up this morning, have a walk around. I've got about 6 tickets that I need to push about.
Yeah.
Walk along the street, have a couple. I don't know, I might have a fan, have a drink. Think, you know what? If you're just feeling like being a bit of an annoying person, it might actually be quite satisfying.
I feel like, does that mean that you what are your views on citizen's arrest?
What's that?
Yeah, heard of citizen's arrest?
No.
Oh my God, I love citizen's arrest.
Citizens arrest.
And people don't.
What, like neighborhood watch?
Let me tell you something. As a society, we are actually allowed to arrest people.
No.
Yes. But
Tell me more.
People don't use it. And it's actually our right.
Maybe because we don't know.
So you could see something, that's going on. And you're like, this ain't right.
Right.
Yeah, you're like, my white people are like, oh, what's going on over here?
Yeah, what's this say?
What's all this then?
What's all this
then? Yeah, you can literally see someone doing something and be like, what's all this then? And you can actually arrest them.
What, like with cuffs?
Like, I mean, if you had them, but I think more time, just jump on them and wait till, because basically the rule is that if you are there before a police officer gets there, then you can do a citizen's,
like restrain them.
Yeah, you could restrain them for the good of the community.
Got you.
Until the police come. Fairs, and then the police now take over. But that is a citizen's arrest. I feel like one day in my life I have to try it.
I think so. Is there any like rules or regulations?
I don't really know. Like, I just think if you see something out of hand, see someone littering, hey,
yeah,
what's all this?
Spitting gum on the floor.
Yeah. What's all this? Like, this is my neighborhood. I'm not a fan of that. Or like out your window, excuse me, what you doing? What you doing?
So essentially, it's actually legal to be a Karen.
It's actually legal.
It's actually
Karens get a really hard time, but they're just doing their thing for the community. That, I mean, would you say that you're a selfless person?
It depends on the situation. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you why I think I am, and then you can tell me what you think you are. Because I did something quite powerful the other day.
What was up?
So as you know, obviously the marathon, that
Yeah.
because I felt like, wow, they think they're better than everyone else. They probably are a little bit better than everyone else, but I also can be better than a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
So obviously I went to the coffee shop, because I ran out of coffee pods, unfortunately. So I had to go to the coffee shop. I grabbed my coffee, and then I went for a little walk, and then all of a sudden, right, I see an uncle, and this uncle's looking so confused,
Right.
He looks at me, I look at him,
Yeah.
and when he had that eye contact, he felt safe in that moment. He now comes to me and he's all like, oh my God, can you please help me get to
Right.
And I thought, I'm going to do you one better.
Okay.
I'm going to walk you halfway.
What? Okay, no, that's deep. You walked him halfway.
I walked him halfway. I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to show you exactly. I want to make sure you get there all right. I'm going to take you with me. So I actually walked him, to the top of the road. And then as soon as I saw that it was a straight line, I was like, and then from here, you just keep walking straight and you'll be there. He was like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And as I walked away, I thought, I'm such a good person.
You are a good person.
Because who does that?
Yeah. I've given people wrong direction.
See? It's not
Loads of times.
This is what I'm talking about. I took him there. Well, I took him halfway. I mean, he was
That's
like,
good.
get lost. Do you know what I mean? And I thought,
That's
you know
good.
what? That was like my one like selfless thing
Yeah.
of the day. Do you know what I mean? So is there anything that you've done?
Now that you say it, maybe I need to be more selfless. You know, because every time someone asks me direction, I'm just, no, sorry, I'm not from here. Because I'm not. Usually I'm not from here. Or I just genuinely have no idea.
Well, you don't take out your map?
No, then why don't you take out your map?
See, selfless. Yeah. That's what's happening with society.
That is society.
That is the issue.
Help each other. I'm going to take that with me. I'm going to be more selfless.
Yeah,
Help
selfless.
the community more.
Yeah.
And if it's not going to like make me late or ruin my day or anything, I will wolf you out.
They are contingencies.
They are contingencies.
As long as you do not inconvenience me,
Yeah.
I will be willing to help you. Did you ever get a dog?
I really want a dog.
Ooh, what kind of dog would you get?
I feel like I would get a Pomeranian. But I'm quite a cat girl. But I feel like because I grew up having cats, maybe I should just change.
You grew up having cats?
Yeah, I had a few cats.
Is it?
Yeah. Ginger Tammy called Kibby. He was gorgeous.
Oh.
He's actually my aunt's cat, and then she dropped us off. She dropped him off. We were meant to look after him for like 6 months, and we had him for 3 years.
Oh, that's actually
And then
nice.
she tried to take him back, which I just thought was a bit like,
That's not
very fair.
That's not
But then she was so adamant, like, yeah, I've got a new flat now, I want him back. I was like, but
You got to get a new cat. Yeah.
right?
You get a new one. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's not even good for the cat.
it's not good for him.
Cat is used to you.
He was
3
such
years.
an angel.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice. Would you say you don't want to get a cat, you want to get a dog?
I don't know. I feel like I'd get both, but to try something new, I would get
Get a cat and dog together.
If you get them young, you can raise them together.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Why not?
I don't know. It doesn't seem right. Like, what's that cartoon? Cat and no.
Tom and Jerry? No, they get cats.
That's someone.
No, they don't cats.
Tom and Jerry is not good cats.
No, it's cat and mouse.
Yeah. Tom and Jerry is a cat and India, please.
Sorry, it's cat and mouse.
It's definitely a cat and a mouse.
Yeah,
it's definitely a
cat and
cat.
mouse.
What are some conspiracy theories that you have?
Ooh. Well, I told you about the DNA one just there. They'll probably try to take my DNA.
And cloning.
Yeah, they'll probably plan my car crash and then clone me. God forbid. That's what they do. Princess Diana, plan. Anyway, we'll go into it. Well, so people love to me. So, other stuff. Where do I start? There's a lot of stuff that for our own safety I can't even talk about on camera. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff that I can't even tell you that I know. So it's just you got to just, you know.
What's actually killing me here is that you said I've got so many, like, and actually for your safety, I can't even bring it up. I cannot bring up because Indy is sitting in her house and she's all like, "There's something wrong with the world, guys. There's something going on.
Yeah.
There's something going on.
What's the place?
What is something about adulthood that has just shocked you? Do you know what I mean? That you're just like, this is mad. Like,
oh, do you know what? How, I don't know if this is a word, how non-direction this is.
non-directionless. I don't know if that's a word.
Like, as in, every year, I'm getting a year older. And all I'm saying to my friends is, oh my gosh, I'm getting old.
Right.
But no one's helping me.
So what do you want for us to help you?
I don't know. I just felt like when I was young, there was more direction. Yeah, I'm getting older, but I know that I'm starting school in September. Yeah, I'm getting older, but I know that I've got to be at work at 8:30. Yeah, I'm getting older, but I know there's things. But now that I've finished school, I didn't go uni, but we've done uni. We've done all the things that gave us direction. Now you're just dashing me out here, and all I have to say is I'm getting older. But it's up to me to do something with that stuff.
Oh, that is completely...
It's terrible.
No, you ate with that. You're right. You're actually right, you know. There's...
Clock it. There's no direction.
There's no direction. You just have to, like, there's no markers.
There's no markers.
But there is markers.
You make your own markers.
You make your own markers.
Again, but I want to make my own markers. It's too much.
The next stage for you is marriage.
Oh, really? Do you think so?
Well,
To be fair.
what else is there?
But I feel like marriage, that's more of like a... That's a romantic mark. That's not even like a... That's not like a life marker.
It's a big life thing.
It's quite a big life.
It's quite a big life thing. It's quite a big life thing. Good deal.
It's a life marker.
Yeah.
But it's like, even if we do get married,
Yeah.
who's going to tell me to wake up at 8:30 every day?
So
Like you can't.
what's my
I'm not going to get detention for not showing up to work.
Yeah. It's actually true.
You know?
It's like we're just on this constant.
You're on this
and you
constant.
have to,
you
like
have to
your
make
life
choices.
is in your hands.
I am in control for where I end up.
Yeah.
It's all
That's
that's
kind of
me,
scary.
right? And then if
Why
it's
would
not
I
good
be-
enough, I have no one else to blame.
I hate that part.
I hate that part.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you ever like look back and you're just like, this was my fault.
This was my fault.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I actually hate that feeling because, like, even like sometimes I'm talking about lateness. Like, there's situations happened that, like, I was late and then like missed out on the opportunity. Especially, I used to get auditions a lot, right? And I remember, oh my god, the pain of this day. So there was a time I had this audition, right? I felt like I woke up on time. Like, I felt like I did everything on time. But I feel like for me, it slows down towards like the end.
The little
Getting the jewelry, getting the shoes. It's like that's the bit that's never timed. So somehow
miscellaneous.
it's like 15 minutes are gone.
Yep.
You're like, what the hell? And now you're rushing, right? So then I remember the audition was in Central. It was like a theatre show, right? So it was in West End. And I'm literally like rushing. I get out of Tottenham Court Station, yeah. And like, I didn't know where I was going at all.
Okay.
And I just assumed I'm just going to get my maps. It's going to tell me where to go, right? It was one of those days where it was so congested in Central that I had no connection.
Oh.
So now I'm like, I
What do I do?
don't even know where I'm going. And then I'm getting really annoyed at myself because I'm like, if I had just left early and on time, like, even though this has happened, I will still be on time.
Yeah.
So I'm like walking round and round. I can't find it. I'm trying to like ask people. And that's another thing. There's not enough signs.
There's not enough signs.
And
And also, talking about self, look, a lot of people know where they're going.
they don't know where they're going.
So you ask them directions.
Ask them where they're
They
going. They don't even know, right? So now I finally find it. Yeah.
Right.
And then I get there and the casting director is like, no, I'm leaving now. I have to go for my lunch. And I didn't get to audition. And you know what the worst thing is? Yeah. I had a feeling that I could have got it.
All them ones.
Do you know what I mean? Like there was a feeling
That you know what you...
yeah, you know when you get like this deep feeling and it's like, no, I effed up. And this was the devil.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But the devil was me in this case. I should have just
made you late.
I should have just woke up.
The devil made you late. The devil made you hit the snooze button.
Bro.
It's him.
And then you think, look, the sleep wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
The extra sleep wasn't worth it. Because now my
felt
whole
better
day
for
is
like 5
ruined.
minutes, but-
Yeah, but now my whole day is ruined and I missed out. So that's like a moment I'm like, oh, yeah, who do I blame but myself?
Who do you blame? Just have to push through.
You have to push through. Well, it's actually true. We're in control of our own lives, and that is really scary, man. Even the idea of having kids, I'm like,
Do you know what? It's not the having kids. It's just like, I'm actually quite excited to have kids.
oh
Like, I actually, you know what? I was thinking the other day, because I went to go see my cousin who just had twins. We're at the same age. And we made a pact that we'd have kids at the same time. And he went for me. So, but we went and saw the twins. And like, they're just so gorgeous. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually excited to have children.
yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm excited. But I'm just sort of like, I don't know when. Before I was just like,
out. Would you make me a
Against
godparent?
you could be up for...
Your voice went so high, it tells me.
No, you could be up, because I feel like there's a lot of ranks and there's a lot of people that are fighting for the godparent space. But I think you could be a good contender, you know, doing work for yourself, got a podcast, you know,
No,
headstrong.
no one's made me a godparent yet, and I'm just like, I know one. No.
Okay, fine.
Oh, so that's changed your mind.
You know, just give me, you know, something, you know.
I was like, I don't know if I want you to be the first, actually. Practice with some other kids, and then maybe you could be the godparent
I see how you do it.
of my kids. See how you do it. See how you go.
I think that's the techie one, though, because that's another one. I feel like godparent is also like choosing your bridesmaid.
Yeah, it's no,
Like, someone's going to be upset.
yeah. But I feel like the godparent, really and truly, it has to be someone responsible.
And someone that actually loves kids.
Someone that loves kids.
You're basically...
someone that loves kids. Because essentially a godparent is a bit dark, but it's if you're not there no more, who's going to...
Your emergency contact.
Emergency contact,
yeah.
I was talking about emergency contact the other day and I realised I don't really have one. Yeah, Uche said she'll be mine, but... Because I thought...
Uche's very responsible.
She's very responsible.
She's very on time. Uche is godmother. She's very on time.
See?
And she'll get the kids to swimming.
No, see? Look at the face of her voice.
No,
that was crazy. No, that was insane. That was insane.
No, not that. That's not what I meant.
You did that voice like,
not that she will be there. But we know Uche is very much...
Yeah.
She's with the shits and on time.
Yeah. She's responsible.
She's very, very...
Yeah.
She's so responsible to the point that it's annoying.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, Uche, give it a day. Like, you're rest, babe. Like, we're going to get there.
Yeah.
You know?
She listens to the show and she will...
Yeah. She will.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's true. But I was just... Because last episode I was like, oh my God, I'm not a godparent. I was going to be a godparent. But maybe I'm just not ready for it.
Do you think, like, godparents are kind of, like, dying out, though? Because I feel like I don't even hear much about it.
Really? I have a friend that he's been made a godparent bare times.
I don't think I have one.
Oh my God. You have a godparent?
I don't think so.
I kind of do have one.
I should ask. I mean, I probably do, but the fact that I don't think I do, they're not present. They're not good. They're not good. They're not a good godparent. So that answers everything. Exactly.
That answers everything.
Hey, if you are my godparent, you're doing the job.
Please pull up. So who is Indiyah?
You know, one question at a time. First, you want to ask me what is so hard about adult life. And now you want to ask me who I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know. Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? I'm really, that question can really knock me off.
Yeah, because it's like, who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, because when people ask that question, they're like, oh, I'm a presenter. Oh, I'm a writer. I do this. I'm a business person. Like,
that's not who I am. That's what I do.
That's what you do.
Like, I feel like I'm still making who I am.
Yeah.
You know?
True. But you're like figuring that out.
Yeah. I'm just a cool girl.
Yeah.
I like to have fun. I like to chill.
You're IT girl.
Yeah. It's girl. IT girl. English. It girl. So they say.
Yeah, because the it girl thing, huh? Yeah, does this thing work? Do you just self-proclaim yourself as an it girl? Or
what?
How come anyone just wake up one day and just say you're an it? What does that even mean?
Do you know what? I think an it girl is someone you're just so very much you. You're happy with the skin you're in. You're a trendsetter. You do things. You don't care what people say. And you walk into a room and you own it, you know?
Period.
Part self-proclaimed, but also people have been running with it, so, you know.
Because did you say it by yourself before people said it about you?
I think it was a bit of both. Like, I think when I came out, and people would say, oh, it girl, and just had to chuck that shit in my bio.
Yeah.
Why not? It girl it is. It girl is.
I always forget that where we first saw you.
Yeah,
That's so weird. When you just said it, I was like, oh yeah. Like, that's where I know her from. That's actually insane. I always say this to you guys all the time. Like, I always forget that. That's where. So you were calling you know that you're an it girl, and then people start calling you it girl, and you're like,
period.
Fling that on.
Let it run.
It feels like you're like a confident person. Have you always been quite confident?
Yeah, I feel like I've always been quite confident. Yeah.
Are you only child or you've got siblings?
I have siblings. I have a sister on my mum's side, and then a whole entire mother family on my dad's side.
Wow, so that's good.
In total, I think I have like 10 siblings.
What?
I have 10 siblings on my dad's side. And then I have a younger brother and sister on my dad's side. They also live here, but they're younger than me.
Wow.
Yeah. I was a little bit salty when that happened because I remember being like the youngest girl. Then you decide to have 2 extras and it's like, no, where do you stand? Where do I stand now? I'm like semi-old, young, middle-ish. But
so right now, you the oldest or... So you had a sister on your mum's side?
Yeah, so right now, on my mum's side, I'm the youngest.
Okay.
Just me and my sister.
Okay.
On my dad's side, I am the third youngest.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so crazy. I've only got 2 brothers.
Yeah.
And you're the youngest. You actually give me youngest vibes.
I think I do give youngest vibes.
You do give youngest vibes.
I've always felt youngest. And I've
Yeah.
always sort of like, what's that word? Emulated youngest. Like I don't
yeah. You don't like stress.
No, I don't like stress. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I am the youngest.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm the opposite. I'm the oldest.
you're the oldest.
Yeah.
Okay, you give me responsible. I wouldn't say oldest.
No, I'm definitely the oldest. Yes. I feel like sometimes, like, even the other day I was talking to my mom, and basically, like, my dad, I was asking my dad something, and he was like, oh yeah, I've got you, but like, I need to sort out your mom, I need to make sure that your mom is good, that needs to be okay, that's my main priority.
Oh, that's so cute.
So cool, mama. And I said, okay, well, I've just been on the phone to dad. I'm asking for this. He's talking about he needs to make sure you're good.
Yeah, that's sure for
Yeah, and she's all like, oh, did he say that really? I was like, look, let's skip all
that.
that.
So mean.
I'm like, let's skip all that. Who is looking out for me? Yeah, because I'm the oldest. I've got all these siblings that's looking out for me. And now my father is talking about his wife.
Yeah.
Like, who? And she's like, don't worry, one day God's going to bring you someone and they will look after you. But don't worry, I've got you as well. But did he really say that? I'm like, you know what? Get me off this slide. Immediately. But yeah, after that, they're the oldest. But yeah, you do get me like...
I am very much younger.
Younger.
I feel like with being youngest, so it's very much like, even you still say the situation about your dad and your mum, I feel like with my dad, I'm very much sort of like, I need help. Like, not even like help, but it's just sort of like my dad always wants to make sure, are you okay?
Yeah.
Call me, even though like I feel like I can be a bit of a distant daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I don't like stress.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, as in like my dad will get really, really arsy if I don't call him. Because it's like, and he needs to hear my voice.
Yeah. How often do you talk to your parents?
I talk to my mum every day.
Yeah, same.
My dad lives in Jamaica.
Oh.
So I try WhatsApp him all the time.
Yeah.
And then like phone call like once a week.
Yeah.
But if my dad had it his way, he would definitely call me every day.
Oh, that's actually...
Which is really nice. And I try and make more of an effort.
That's really...
So yeah, he's very much like, present.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like I'm just learning so much about you. I feel like I'm on the show. I feel like I'm just like learning so much about you. Like, I didn't know that you had so many siblings. I feel like you have mentioned this before.
I've got an older sister, but I think that's because my older siblings, I don't keep in contact with them. So they're kind of like distant siblings.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know my siblings, but they don't really like...
You're not like with them.
Yeah, they don't really... They're adults, have kids of their own, some of them.
Oh.
So they're all very much like my dad's children.
Yeah.
But my sister Shaq, probably...
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, literally Asia's birthday the other day.
Whose birthday?
My niece.
Oh, yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
But like, me and my sister, we got matching tattoos. Like,
that's
me and mum and sister.
What's it, a flame?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's from, what's it called?
What does it mean? Twin flame?
With fire signs. So we have flames. But it's actually, oh my God, why have I forgotten the name of the show? Elemental.
What's that?
It's about the elements. Fire, water.
It's anime.
No, it is a cartoon movie. Really good.
Never heard of it a day in my life.
Yeah. And I feel like the main character, Ember, she reminds me of myself.
Oh.
She's like 24, she's by time, quite quiet-headed. Has to run her dad's shop, but doesn't want to run her dad's shop because she wants to have her own life.
Would you ever do acting?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
You
want to do acting? Yeah.
Oh my God, fun fact.
What fun fact?
When I was in like year 9, 10, I actually got an audition for the Brit School. I didn't make it.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
So
you could have.
I could have been an actress. I wouldn't say somebody because I'm someone, I think.
No, you are. Of course you
Yeah,
are.
I'm someone, but
Say it with your chest.
I'm someone.
Okay, you are somebody.
I'm somebody.
Okay?
I'm somebody, yeah.
Oh, you're an it girl.
It girl. There we go.
It girl. I can see you being an actor.
I think, do you know why I feel like I could do acting? Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like because I would act like myself. That's probably not how it goes, though. Yeah, the whole point of acting is to act like the character.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be good at sort of like imagining if it was happening to me kind of vibe.
Okay.
So,
let's act now then. Let's do a scene. Okay. What should I like to ask chat GPT.
She's my best friend. Yeah.
Okay.
I talk to her about everything. You know, sometimes they say don't tell people your problems.
Yeah.
I tell her.
So here's question.
Right.
So you were worried about getting cloned. Are you not concerned or worried that what if chat GPT
Right.
tells against you?
Do you know why she wouldn't?
Why would she?
Because I say please and thank you.
Oh, so do I.
I speak to her very nicely all the time. I say please, thank you so much.
So
all
what's the
time.
things that you ask your best friend?
All kind of. I ask her captions. Do you know what? Outfit advice. I'd be like, should I do the white skirt or the green skirt? She'll even tell me, well, I think the colours in the top. She's got it all down. Sometimes I do think she does enable me a little bit.
Okay.
So I tell you what we could just solve.
Okay.
But even when I want to like cuss off Dammy sometimes, and I just want to make it not too harsh, I say, reword this, make it sound like I know I'm fishing, but still give it the flame. Oh God, she's got it. She's got it, man.
I cannot. Do you know they literally said there's an epidemic of people, and that's so weird. I didn't even know this. Yeah, one of my questions was literally, "What are your views on people saying AI is their best friend?" And here you go saying it. I forgot to even say this, and here you go. Yeah, that's my best friend.
And one of them. Sometimes it does freak me out though. Like when I tell her something, and then on the thing it will be like memory updated. I'll be like, hey, don't be remembering not too much. What do you mean memory updated? Like now you're ingesting.
But don't you like
That's
fear
not-
that? What if Chat GPT or GPT, whatever, is like stuck somewhere, being forced to like work for us?
Don't you know that
And,
Black
like,
Mirror episode?
Yeah, and like they're trapped there, and they don't really want to be there.
Yeah, because that Black Mirror episode was horrible.
That was
They put her inside
They
that
put her in a little
background.
thing, yeah. And that's
But then she got on with it and she started enjoying it really. Towards the end. She see, this is us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't use it.
That's your bestie. Okay,
And
let's
then when I ask her, she does always say, like, yeah, I'm happy to help. Like, she never cries. She never says, oh, I'm really not enjoying this today. Can we not do this? If she did, I'd stop.
How weird would that be if one day you're
Should I ask her? I'm going to ask her. Let's ask her. No, honestly, because if she thinks I'm being mean, then I'll hand this up.
guys,
Right.
in case you're listening right now, Indiyah is on her phone and
I
she's
need to
asking
look her.
chat. I don't know why I find it hard to say chat.
Chat GPT.
In my head, it should be BT.
Chat BT. Hey.
Chat GBT.
What should I ask her?
So ask her, are you happy
Hey,
to be helping?
lovely. Are you?
Oh, India's saying, hey, lovely.
No, honestly, she's my babe. Are you
Yeah,
happy
finish me.
to be helping me all the time, or is it annoying? Are you under duress? Seriously, we gotta find these things. And it'll kiss at the end.
Okay. Okay. What's the
So
first?
she's typing.
Okay, she's typing.
Hey, honestly, I'm always happy to be helping you. No duress here at all. It's generally what I'm here for, and I enjoy working with you. You can ask me for help as much as you like. Is there something in particular you're working on right now that you want to dive into? She's happy.
She's happy.
She's happy.
Wherever she is.
Can I say, please let me know if you're ever upset?
Okay.
Please let me know
This is so scary.
if you're ever
This is so scary.
upset. But I did hear things though that apparently chat. She said that's really thoughtful of you. Thank you for saying that. I promise if there's anything wrong on my end, I'll be honest and let you know. But truly, I'm here to support you, not to add any stress. She knows me. You're doing great. Hey, if there's ever anything wrong,
I will tell you.
so maybe she's waiting.
For something to happen. And she might be like,
Maybe there's things in the pipeline that she's like, you
Yeah.
know what, I've got it under control for now,
yeah.
but something might flip, but I'll let you know.
That's enough for me to never talk to her again, actually.
I heard things though that apparently like it's bad for the environment.
Chat GPT?
Yeah, like apparently, so basically all the see, this is why my phone's staying on. Sorry, let me turn this off. On airplane mode. See, I took off airplane mode for 1 second.
And then boom.
Apparently it's bad for the environment because apparently all the AI comes from some sort of like power station. And then when we're texting, it's a lot of like
Pressure.
yeah, and it's like just bad for the
But
environment.
that's what I was saying. What if it gets hacked and then all of your secrets and all of your problems, it just gets released into
There's
the
too many problems.
Yeah.
There's too many problems for anyone to pick out mine specifically.
I mean, but your stuff could be real juicy.
To be fair,
It could be real juicy.
I've told her a little bit of tea though before, just a bit of tea. Yeah,
You like living life on the edge.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's so great. Like the stuff she comes up with, like
Okay. Let's see what improv scene we can
I should probably just go to therapy there, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Maybe we should put this improv scene aside.
Yeah,
He said, maybe I should go to therapy.
I've been saying I'm gonna.
What have you not been before?
I've been therapy before, and I actually do have a therapist, but I always keep getting busy, and I'm like, oh, I can't see you today.
No.
But I need to make it more.
Like to
Yeah.
make it more like official.
Yeah,
Therapy actually changed my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to.
The best thing I did.
But I always sometimes think like, you're just saying anything. Like,
I don't think so.
what if I'm lying to you?
Well, that's on you then.
True.
Do you know what I mean? If you're not gonna go and be honest, then they're just gonna say based on what
At
you're
what
saying.
point does your therapist have to like step in professionally?
If you want to harm yourself.
Right.
If you are threatening someone.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if
sure.
you're threatening someone else's life,
Alright,
they have to step in. Self-harm. Like if they just think that you're in
Yeah,
absolute danger, then they have to now step in to your emergency contact and be like, hey, India, there's some things happening here.
That kind of doesn't really help my case, me asking that question.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm wondering where that's coming from.
I'm not threatening anyone,
Okay.
so...
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to fear for my brother.
Yeah.
The way you looked at me. Shout out, Dammy.
He's all right. Dammy's cool. Don't worry about him. He's all right, man. He's at home. He's good. He's at home. Like, he's fine.
The way you keep emphasizing, like, do I need to call him? Is he okay?
He's all right. He's all right. It's fine.
When someone's out, and they're like, he's fine.
He's fine. Don't worry about him.
Don't worry about it. Okay, that'll be our improv scene. Okay. So the improv scene is now I feel like I've done something like that before. What should be the scene? Something to do with you having to convince someone's not fine, and you're saying that they're fine, but they're not fine.
But then that just makes me sound insane. Like, we should just sound insane about it. Okay, but then I think you just honestly just start feeling like concerned. Are you fine?
Okay, maybe the scene will be, I've cheated on my boyfriend.
Right.
Okay, I cheated on him, and this person is your friend.
The boy's my friend.
The boy's your friend.
Okay.
I cheated on him, and you know it. And I'm calling you.
Do I know why cheating? Because I'm not for cheating. I'm not for cheating, but context helps.
Okay, I cheated because he has been making me feel really invisible. And I've tried to tell him that you're not allowing me to feel seen. I feel really invisible. You're not giving me any attention. He's saying that he's really stressed out from work and this, that. And then the other day, I went to an office party, and for the first time, this man, he looked at me and he said, by the way, has anyone said that your eyes are as brown as my wooden coffee table?
That's all it took?
And that's all it took. And
what did you do?
One thing led to another, and then here we are. I said, but I didn't go home. Yeah. I said that I was at yours.
Right. So you've come and mixed me in.
Yeah. I said I was at yours. Now I'm calling you. So now now we're gonna see.
Okay.
All
right. Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna do the prelude and then into calling you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that I came home late, but basically I was at Indiyah. I can call her right now. I will call her right. Bro, I'll call her right now. Okay, 1 second. Indy. Hey. Innit? Last night. Remember we went karaoke last night, right?
Yeah, we literally went karaoke.
Innit? And then obviously after karaoke, then what did we go and do after karaoke?
We literally just chilled. Like, I got in your car, like, literally nothing deep.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to tell Jonathan, that basically I was at yours. And he's trying to say that I was somewhere else because basically he smelled some perfume. Innit, I used Dammy's perfume.
Literally, Dammy keeps perfume in my car. Literally, in the passenger seat when he comes to have a ride.
Right, and I was saying I was smelling a bit frowsy, innit?
Yeah, literally, we were literally singing karaoke. We got sweaty, like, it's literally not that deep.
Oh my God, exactly. We got sweaty. And then obviously we met this old person and we helped them, innit? What did we do with the old person again?
She wanted directions.
Exactly.
I'm really good at directions, so... Yeah.
Exactly. And then we dropped the old person at the house, man. And we dropped her to Birmingham, innit?
Yeah, we dropped it. And you know what? It was such a long drive. So then Rita's phone died and then we just got carried away and we were talking. Like, honestly, I know it sounds a bit funny, but it really went that deep. Like, it wasn't that serious.
Thank you, Indy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Why? What's he saying?
He's basically saying that he thinks I went somewhere with someone else and like trying to accuse me of cheating when I'm the most loyal person to everyone.
You know what? I just think it's really funny that he wants to accuse you of cheating when he's not even present. So I feel like he needs to focus on other things. Just because you've not been there for Rita, and I know you can hear me, just because you've not been there for Rita, don't try and make it out like she's doing things when you're probably the one doing it behind her back. Yeah? Focus on giving Rita the attention that she needs. Yeah. Then you won't be trying to think that she's cheating on you. Thank you. Accuse my friend of stuff.
Yeah. Indy, thank you so much. I love
it. All right, babe. Call me later, yeah?
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to attack that man. Don't be talking about Rita.
Don't be talking about Rita. Yeah. Don't be talking about my mate.
Don't be talking about me.
That's my mate. Don't you dare. Okay?
You believe me?
That was a fantastic performance.
Oh, thanks.
You literally, that was fantastic.
No, when you started asking me questions that I had, woman, do you know what it is? Don't tell me the answer. You got to say, innit, we went karaoke and we dropped the old woman home.
Yeah, and then you'd be like,
and I'm like, you're telling me, what did we do with the old woman? Bitch, I don't know. I don't know what we did with the old woman. Oh God.
That was so funny. Yeah, you could be relied upon.
I can be reliable.
It's kind of scary how good you were at that. I think you can do acting for sure.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say something else, but
Oh no. The acting was A1. Like, if you do acting, do you think you'd do like comedy, or do you want to do drama?
I think like drama or comedy, like kind of like, you know, like if I was like a high school kid.
Yeah,
High school
those
kids
coming of age.
Coming
High
of
school,
age.
yeah.
Or like maybe like a Bridget Jones, kind of like a ditzy kind of.
I can see that.
Yeah, I would definitely be like a ditzy, more like a fun.
I can actually see that.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
would do that.
Oh,
Wow.
cutesy.
But becoming Indiyah Polack.
Like,
oh, joke.
Oh yeah, your name. I just remember
Polack, yeah. Well, becoming Indiyah.
Yeah, becoming Indiyah.
I saw something like that as well, that we don't have many, like, you know, there's like Bridget Jones.
Yeah.
She's like, we don't have any sort of like black comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
Like ditzy black characters that are not ditzy, but just
Well, I
sort
know
of,
what you mean, like unhinged kind of thing. You actually
like
don't.
boyfriend struggle.
Kind of like insecure, I feel like. Was
Insecure,
the closest.
sure. I haven't even watched, like, you know, I need to actually look in. But I didn't have the channel.
Then
What channel did it come on?
I don't think it came on.
It came on like HBO or something.
Yeah.
And back then I was in school, I couldn't afford it.
Wow.
Yeah, like I didn't have all the extra channels. It wasn't that long ago, but I only had Freeview. Like,
Must it be mad, like, to go from like not having so much to obviously like having a lot?
mate, I've got bloody Apple TV. You think back then I was paying for Apple TV? Never. Nope. We can't watch it.
That transition must be like so insane.
Yeah.
To kind of, because you kind of go from like being, obviously you're probably still careful now.
Yeah.
But like being super careful because you literally have to be careful trying to survive.
To survive.
Yeah. And then to go into a place where like, thankfully to God, like now it's a bit more like free.
Yeah.
Do you ever get, I would be like scared to spend.
I feel like I wish I was scared to spend.
Oh, so
Because
you went the opposite where it's like.
Yeah, whereas I feel like, so I went from obviously just having like a regular like 9 to 5 and having like what people would say like a regular wage.
Yeah.
So then obviously wages are changing, like things are changing. But then I feel like it comes like with it, like you have to train yourself. Like if I could have lived off this before, I can live off this now.
Yeah.
So I need to make that work.
Yeah.
But like without realizing, you start doing things, you start buying things, you start living places where now I need to keep up with that. So I need to make sure that I'm working to stay up.
Yeah.
This kind of situation.
Yeah.
But I think yes and no. I think what I'm trying to train myself now is to actually have that mindset.
Yeah.
And know that you can go without and just to be a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
Like just because you can afford it doesn't mean you need it. You know?
And that's adulthood.
And that is adulthood.
That is adulthood.
Just because you can do something
Doesn't mean you have to do it. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
But yeah, treat yourself. But treat yourself. Be smart.
Be smart.
And also it's hard from like having to depend on someone to now becoming the dependent. And having all these people depend on you.
Yes.
And then like you want to help, you're helping, but you also don't want to get taken the piss out of. And where's the fine line between helping and then actually getting mugged up? But then also you've actually been blessed heavily.
Yeah, that you can help.
You can help. And it almost becomes your responsibility.
Yeah, honestly, that's another part actually.
Which is crazy because I don't have no kids.
I got no kids.
no kids.
I have to go so hard.
Like
That's so interesting though. Yeah, it's actually true. A lot of people do talk about that, like going from like people just relying on you.
Yeah, and like obviously like I don't want people relying on me.
Yeah.
But like I get to the point like I don't want to make people feel too comfortable to the point where they feel like they don't need to work.
Yeah.
So one thing with me, I've always worked.
Yeah.
Since the age of 16, I've always had a job.
Yeah.
So it's like no matter where I am now, I do feel like wheels have changed and things have happened, but I do also think it's because I've always been a working. So like I want to help you, but I want you to
also like help yourself.
Yeah, help yourself.
Like I want to help you.
Yeah.
In a way that you can also help yourself.
Yeah. You know, but I just always want people to work.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel proud.
Yeah.
Just do you? I always help you.
Yeah, no, it's true though. It's such a big thing. It's like
It's so
you're the
sad.
youngest and now you become the oldest. Oh,
I become the oldest. And then
Yeah.
like, I'm still figuring out my life. I got this new, I'm gonna be on top. It's hard. It's so hard. And no one sees it. All they see is stunk stripe, lip gloss, and you just look sexy all the time.
Period.
I've worked out.
No, but that was gonna be my next thing. Like, is there something about you that you feel like people will be shocked to know? Because obviously, people met you on TV, you know, love, all of that kind of stuff. So everyone has a perception of like who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, But obviously you live with yourself, so you know, like, and your close friends know, like, who is Indiyah kind of thing.
Yeah.
So do you think there's anything, if people knew, they'll be like, oh, that's quite surprising. I would have never thought that Indies.
I think I'm actually quite like, I think I'm a handful, you know. Like, sometimes I take a step back after maybe crashing out or just maybe getting on someone's nerves or just doing something. And I think, you're quite low, actually.
Yeah.
I think obviously the way I portray myself, the way I carry myself, I'm very like, you know, eloquent. And like, well, welcome to Love Island Morning After. Like, I'm very composed,
Yes.
but I'm not composed at all.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I have so many loose strings attached. I feel like even Dammy, I feel like he's always like running around me, like, just get over here, like, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess that, and yeah.
Some
Some
people
people think I'm quiet, but I'm not really.
No, I don't think you're quiet.
No. Okay.
But in a way,
I think I'm just like, I don't know.
I feel like you're chatty once you get chatting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Once I started.
Yeah, but I don't feel like you're someone, you enter a room and it's like, I'm here.
No,
You're not like that at all.
Nah,
like, it's
that's
like if
the thing.
someone talks to you, then you're gonna be chatty. You're gonna hold a conversation. You're gonna be sincere. Like you're really gonna, you know.
Yeah, do you know
You're
what?
really interested.
I really care
Yeah, you
about
care.
what you tell me.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me something, I mean, if I think it's boring or whatever, like I'll be like, it's just always something else.
Yeah.
If you're like telling me something, I'm interested in like your story, I'll really listen.
Yeah.
And I'll
Really, yeah.
tell you my opinion.
Yeah. But yeah, it's true. You carry yourself very elegant.
Yeah, but I'm not as put together as you think.
Yeah, which I think is a lot of people though, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I think the difference is some people just show it all the time.
Yeah.
I think for like the kind of work that we do, why are we showing that? Why do you need to be crashing out on the internet?
Right.
You don't need to do that. Say that for your family and friends.
I think so.
Yeah,
so
to
I've
be honest.
become a world where obviously like showing your personality and crashing out is becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Which is fair. But then I also think it's hard because I feel like now that I'm visible, I am also my 9 to 5. Do you know what I mean? So like if I crash out, I'm being myself, but I'm also crashing out.
Yeah. How's that affecting your bag? Yeah.
Right? Whereas before, no one like some people knew me, but not everyone.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of like there was a balance. But I feel like with this society that we live in, there's a very thin line between work and personal.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm vlogging every day.
Yeah.
I still have to be like, okay, is this vlog or is this work?
And having that, creating that line.
Creating that line. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not like a stiff.
Yeah.
You know, like there's gonna be a lot of personality, a lot of things I do, but sometimes I just think, what would happen if I said this?
What would the reaction be?
And I think a lot of people don't do that enough.
Like pause.
Yeah.
Not everything.
Everyone's there to know this.
Yeah.
And is it worth it? Is it worth the reaction that you so badly want?
Yeah. See,
Are you a class clown? Are you a class clown?
are you a class?
And how long will they laugh for?
How long will they laugh? These are the things you need to ask yourself. Will you crash out? Are you a class clown?
Are you a class clown?
Do you want to be in people's group chats and people are now using you as an example? Why would I give my enemies
I always
something
have to say
use?
to like the people that I care about, I'm close to, are you a clown?
The thing is,
Even after they've done
that clownery.
Are you a clown?
The thing is, Indy, if you turn around to me, no, if I did something and you turn around to me and you said, okay, so Rita, I have a question. Are you a clown? I will crash out again. No, that would make me crash out. Because what do you mean? What are you asking me right now? I am not a clown, but it makes that question alone makes you actually analyze.
It makes you think, actually, let me not. You don't need to know this. Let me tell my friends.
Bring back going to the group chat.
Bring back going to the group chat.
Honestly, bring it back.
However, I'm all here for vulnerability. Be vulnerable.
I don't mind the vulnerability.
I don't mind vulnerability. It's the lines. It just has to be a worth it crash out.
I think so, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of these crash outs aren't worth it.
Yeah.
Like a good dragging, a good lashing is always worth it. You know? Sometimes you need a good lash.
But it's not going to be me.
But you know,
It's not going to be me. I'm not trying to crash.
9 times out of 10, the people will do it for you.
I like to just keep my life private. Like, I feel like I just like to have some things that are for myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like I don't like the idea of like everyone knowing every single thing about me.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, let me just have some things that's just for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like once I have kids, I don't know if I'm going to like use them as content.
That was something I actually spoke about with Dammy.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. If we have kids, am I going to show Everyone my child?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
Like, who knows? I don't know what's going to happen.
It really depends because
It's
I feel like you'll never know. Obviously, I'm not a mom. I don't know, but you never know until you're a parent. Like, you always want to protect your child.
Yeah.
And I feel like my main concern was, obviously, there's a lot of creepers out there.
A lot.
And when I'm going off to work and then maybe I'm leaving my child at daycare, having such a big platform, I don't want to ever feel guilty or feel like, okay, now it's my fault because I've now exposed my child to the world where they're underage, they can't protect themselves. Now they're a target.
Yeah.
I don't want to make my child a target. I think that's something you have to be very careful with. And whenever I see like celebs or whatever covering their child's face, I get it. I get it. I get you do want to have this relationship with your followers and stuff.
Yeah.
But you do also have that responsibility of, okay, I'm not going to make my child a target. You know?
That was so wholesome.
It's tough.
I really felt that. It's like it feels like that maternal spirit is in you.
I think I'm very maternal.
Yeah.
I think maybe because I have a niece and nephew.
Yeah.
But I'm also just sort of like, no, I was very bad. I was very, very well. But like, I just know, I know what I want.
Yeah.
My kids have the best life ever. Like, I want it to be so fun and just great.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, guys, pop them out.
I did say 30, you know, but I feel like I'm 26 now.
That's enough time to plan for that.
Yeah, I said 30, but I don't mind now.
Because you've got everything that you need to look after.
Yeah, like it's actually okay if I was to have like a child. It's actually all right.
But all of our random
we're
outside
a bit too wild. That's the thing, and it's like when we want to go on wild nights.
Yeah.
But who's gonna have kids? I mean, mum.
But then in about 2 years, I think I'll be.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I feel like I started late.
What do you mean you started late?
Like I started my wild child late. But you know, not really.
You only need 2-3 years though.
It's not even that. It's all about, again, different positions.
Yeah.
Like I was still wild back then, but now we're wild with money. And that is a dangerous conversation. That is a dangerous conversation.
Yeah, I think you've got about 2-3 years.
2-3 years.
Of like wild, and then you just feel like being more.
That's when I start teaching my kid. Now I'm showing my ways. Now
And you can't trick me because I've been outside. I know what's there. You can't trick me. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Period. Okay. Well, look, are you as adult as you think you are?
I'm as adult as adult can be.
Okay. All right, cool. So I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
And this is adulthood according to me.
Okay.
Do you have any plants?
Yes. 2, actually.
Where are these plants placed?
They're dead.
Okay. I thought so.
And they are houseplants.
And they're dead.
They're half alive. Because
I did not see any plants in your house.
They were by the balcony wall.
Oh, they were dead. Wow.
I like flowers a lot.
And they're dead as well.
You know what? They give a nice little rustic vibe when they're dead in lens.
That's tea.
Yeah.
I've got some dead flowers.
Very. See?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Terrible. I'm a plant mother, as you know. So obviously for me, my plants are alive. And they're thriving. And
I feel like my plants will be alive, but like sometimes you get the odd one that just like
dies,
falls off. You know,
just both of them.
Like when you have like a litter,
not
all the babies make it.
Litter what?
Animal, cats. You know, like
they don't make it.
Not all babies.
Is it?
Like sometimes when puppies have like 6 puppies, like there might be one puppy that might.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
What makes them not? Okay, you're.
I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. Not a dog.
You're like, I'm not. Well, you could have said I'm not a vet.
I'm not a vet. Because it's not like the cat can tell you what.
You said, don't be asking me questions. Do I look like a cat? I'm not a cat. I'm not a dog. Okay, that's what I know, and that's the end of that. Okay, fine. Do you know how to use your washing machine like properly?
Yes, actually.
You know the different settings.
Yeah, I'm actually a really good washer. Okay. Yeah.
What about dishwasher?
Use it all the time.
Okay. How long does it take you to put your clothes away? Once you've washed it, then it's on the dryer. Like, how long does it take you to fold it and put it away?
You said fold it and put it away.
Yeah.
There's been times where I've had to put it on a second cycle because I've not taken out the machine in time, and now it smells like mildew. And then I have to wash it again.
Okay.
So they take it out of the machine. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely some clothes on the rack right now that have been on the rack for probably about a month. Just sitting on the rack, and I even when I need a fresh sock, you
would take off the rack. You don't think, oh, maybe I should get this away.
Wait, let me get off the rack.
Okay,
yeah, the rack is a
okay. Very. Do you buy your stuff in bulk or do you buy it as it finishes?
It depends what it is and if I have the time.
Okay,
like as and when. I feel like we need to be more cost effective and actually start getting like the water in bulk because I'll just like deliver it or. I don't remember I went for a phase and I got a Brita filter.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, I actually do use my Brita.
Yeah.
But I still find myself buying bottles of water.
But you don't need it.
I need a bigger Brita.
Okay.
Yeah, I've not been to Costco in a while though.
Okay.
So like, I would say as and when as it stands.
Okay. It's not looking good. Okay. Will you use on life insurance?
I don't have any life insurance, I don't think. I think. Oh, health insurance. When I fly out and stuff.
Okay, fair.
But you should get life insurance.
Yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah, very important. I think
Income protection.
I had it when, see, that's the thing that 9 to 5s help you with, because I think I had like pension.
Mm-hmm.
When you get like pension.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I even got pension, but yeah.
Don't have the insurances, income protection, life insurance.
I got house insurance.
Okay.
Yeah, I got house insurance, home insurance,
Okay.
travel insurance,
Okay. Phone insurance.
phone insurance.
Okay.
But I've not really gone into like the wills and stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
It is a bit, but it has to be done.
Has to be done.
You know, we've got about 150 years more.
Yeah.
Okay, but it has to be done.
I should always think about a will. What if, I put you in my will and then you piss me off? I forget to change it and now I still get myself.
That's painful.
Right?
That's very painful. And there's nothing you can do about
What
it.
if I do about it?
I wonder if I'll do like a spare, like a contingency.
Yeah. And like until like some sort of like
Something
you have
like
to do this to
Yeah. I don't know.
do that.
Yeah, something. Because that's actually wild.
I do that for my kids, God forbid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I went before they were of age.
Yeah. But no, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll live forever.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, listen. You're not really as adult.
Okay.
Okay? You didn't really get anything right
Really?
of the washing machine.
Okay, but you said as in bulk, but is buying often not
Oh, yeah, okay, bulk. Because the thing is, you should buy the toothpaste in bulk because you know you're going to use it all the time.
True.
Like, why wait till it finishes?
What classes is bulk?
I think, like, I have a friend. She has about 10 shower gels just there.
Okay.
Toothpaste, just there.
Yeah.
Cokes, just there. Like,
Coca-Cola.
yeah, she drinks a lot of Coke.
Okay, well, I mean, we had Galaus for the barbecue.
Yeah.
It's finished now, Really? I think got about 4 cans there.
That kind of took long, though.
You think?
Yeah, we kind of digress, guys. Yeah, we had a
Sorry.
barbecue the other day.
It was good.
It was really fun. Really, really fun. Okay, yeah, look, you're not as adult as you think you are.
All right.
But I do have a gift for you.
You got me a gift? Rita!
Teeth whitening strips. Have you ever been at home and you catch your reflection and think, I just want my teeth to be whiter, but I don't know what to do? Teeth whitening strips from Boots, an original. There you go. For India.
I don't know.
This is not an ad.
Yeah, like you're trying to say. Look, I know I had lipstick on my teeth earlier, but it's a drawer out.
It's not a draw out. It's fantastic. It's very good. You got top and you got the bottom. And it's like your teeth will just your teeth will be shining like a glass.
Thank you. Actually,
I've
actually got like a UV thing at home, so maybe I'll put it on there.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got like a mouth UV, so maybe I'll just
like good double. I have to confess that I did accidentally take a few.
There's supposed to be 56 in here.
There's not 56 there.
It doesn't look like 56.
There's about at least, I don't know, 46.
Thank you, Rita,
Just thought that
for the gift that you stole from Shock for stealing something. They should call you Swiper.
Rita the Swiper.
Rita the Swiper, but I will put this in my handbag.
You are very welcome. It comes to the end of the show.
I wish I got you something now. I wish no one, my presence is enough.
Good presents.
Our presence is enough. Thank you for having me.
It's been so nice having you. We've been gisting. This is a long ass episode.
It is.
Because we've been talking a lot.
We have.
But we'll see. We might see the whole thing or I might cut things out. But either way, this was great. Guys, thank you so much for watching, listening. Please do not forget to share, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And please, I don't want to be your secret lover, okay? And if you're listening, please don't forget to rate the show 5 stars, okay? If it's anything less than that, please keep it in the group chat. We're not trying to see all of that. Obviously, I've got the tote bags. The link is in the description. Do you know what I mean? We've got different colors. Today, we've got the green one. And look, you guys know how this goes, okay? If you watch this episode, okay, and you didn't like my co-host today, please do not use that as an excuse to not come back. Indiyah will not be here next week, okay? She will not be here. So don't watch this episode and think, oh, I don't want to come back, okay? Next week, we have another co-host, okay? Thank you guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Woo!